Bwah! What is cooking, all my good looking gamers? Listen, we are here talking about WuWa. Yes, today I thought I'd take the time to talk about WuWa and give my thoughts and opinions on how I think 1.1 is sort of performing in my personal opinion. If you've got a different opinion, then that's okay. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about 1.1. I wanted to talk about what I think about the game so far. Listen, the game started off strong. I think the release hype behind the game was massive. A ton of people were playing it. Do I think that WuWa's release hype has died off? Yes, I do think that WuWa's release hype has obviously faded, but that doesn't mean the game's dead. It doesn't mean anything like that. I still think there's a ton of players that are still playing this game. And, I mean, hey, I'm one of them. So, listen, even though the numbers on Twitch and other streaming platforms, I don't think that really can sort of count towards the game's actual numbers. It just means those streamers are playing different games. You know, I think that's all. The game itself, I still think there's a ton of players playing it, and they're still bringing out, you know, small new events that, I think are, honestly, they're fun, they're easy, they're not really time consuming. I think this game is a really, really good game for the average sort of player, especially if you're a gotcha, you know, gamer and you want to play something that isn't super grindy, etc. Like, if you don't want to get into like an MMO and you can't be bothered with daily grinding for 10 hours a day, 72 days a week, you can play this game. I think this game is super rewarding. I think I literally recorded some gameplay in the background. Obviously, I'm not playing it right now. It was around about 15 minutes long, and that was me logging into the game, doing my daily activities, doing the Lolo campaign, and using the rest of my wave plates to make sure that they're always sort of depleted, so then they're not always sitting at 240 and maxed. Little tip, please don't let your wave plates sit at 240. Anyway, we're getting a bit off topic. 1.1 story started off with, obviously, Jinchi and Mount Firmament. I honestly really enjoyed Mount Firmament and the whole campaign. It's regarding Mount Firmament and Jinchi's story. I got to admit, okay, yes, I'm that guy. I didn't really listen to any of the story up until 1.1. I know you're probably hating me right now. I know, I'm sorry. Listen. It just takes me a while to get into a game, okay? You know, I played the start of this game skipping everything all the way. It was kind of boring. The start of the game, it was low-key. I just skipped everything. And, I mean, hey, I'm saying that as someone who really loves playing this game now. So once 1.1 dropped, I was super hyped for it. There was new content coming to the game, and obviously a new area of the map. So 1.1 gets here, and with that, like, honestly, again, I was just going to kind of skip through it, just like I normally do, but the way they marketed Jinchi and Changli, I think I really sort of fell for them a lot in the, you know, aspect of I really wanted to know their story a lot more. So basically what ended up happening was, going through 1.1, I actually listened to the story and I went through it quite slow. I mean, we did like a stream on it, and it took, we literally took our time, okay? We dragged it on for about, the main story was like 5 or 6 hours long. Okay, it's not really that long if you go through it typically, but it did take us about that long because I wanted to go through and actually make sure we hear all the voice lines, etc. And that was super fun. So 1.1, I really have to admit, they did a good job on 1.1. Now, we're halfway through 1.1. Changli has dropped. They've added, obviously, the whole story with Changli. I think that was also amazing. It was a solid couple hours of story gameplay, which was really good. I enjoyed that a ton. The entire Mount Firmament and sort of like story regarding Mount Firmament, I think really was like it made me enjoy the game again, and it really made me want to know more about WuWa, okay? Like, I have to admit, the start, etc., didn't really make me super into WuWa. I was like, you know, I still love playing this game, I love the combat, but the story, I wasn't really feeling it until 1.1 came out. 1.1 really made me actually, like, admire the story and admire the characters that are within this game even more. Which is, you know, for someone like me who really doesn't care for story games that often, when I did come around to playing 1.1, it did sort of hook me. And then obviously the second half, it's more of Changli's story, but it low-key felt like if Mount Firmament sort of 2.0, like, it sort of, it was really good. It gave off Chang Li's, you know, companion story, but it also gave you more information around surrounding Mount Firmament as a whole. So I think 1.1 in general surrounding Mount Firmament and Changli and Jinxi really came together great. I got to give it a solid 8 or so out of 10 for that. It kept me entertained all the way up until up until we finished Changli's companion story, which honestly, again, was a pretty good story. If you guys have obviously started WuWa when the game came out, and you haven't gotten back to play WuWa because, I don't know, you might have got bored of the game, etc., whatever reason it is, and you haven't done the 1.1 story, I have to admit, Go try it. Go try it. You won't be disappointed. Other than that, though, we are now sort of coming, I would say we've got about 20 or so, I'm not 100% sure how many days there's left, but we're sort of coming to the end of 1.1. They've still got things coming out, like, I think there's the, Lolo campaign. Obviously, people are still farming for Changli, getting Changli, you know, to max, and then they had, what is it called, the boss challenges or whatever that they added to the game. I'll put some note on screen, I forgot the name of it right off the top of my head, but other than that, that's about it. We are logging in every day, we are still doing all these activities, we are still doing whatnot to get our union level up. I believe I'm 57 right about now, and that should, yeah, hopefully by the time 1.2 comes out, I should be around 60, and we should be good to upgrade our characters a little bit more. But talking about 1.2 a little bit, I'm not going to go too in depth on 1.2 because there's not really, we don't really know a ton about 1.2 apart from the 2 characters that obviously were shown. We've got Gigi, which is the paint girl, and then we have the brawler guy, which I will put on screen. These are the only 2 that we kind of have confirmed information on. We don't know if we're getting another part of the map or not. We're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, now that we're coming to the end of 1.1, we better start getting ready for 1.2. Have you guys got enough Astray? Are you guys going to be pulling for either one of the new 5-star characters, or are you going to be saving for someone else in the story that, you know, is meant to be coming eventually? Obviously, we've got Kamala, we've got Scar. Those are 2 big characters which are basically, I think, a ton of people are wanting to save for. I mean, I personally want to really save for Kamala. She looks amazing, and no one can forget the goddamn photo that we were left with during the campaign of WuWa. Okay, I will put that up on screen. It was, damn, it was something. We'll say that much. But kind of, yeah, to conclusion, I think 1.1 honestly has been pretty good. I enjoyed it as a whole. I want to, you know, give thanks to the WuWa team for making it an enjoyable story. And that's coming from someone who doesn't really enjoy story games all that much. But I think they did a great job. Other than that, honestly, that's kind of about all I've got kind of to yap about. I honestly just wanted to record a video of me yapping. I don't expect much from it. If there's a few people that, you know, want to listen to me yap a little bit about 1.1, etc., I hope you guys do enjoy whatever you're doing. I hope you're having a great day. But other than that, I do want to say thank you for watching this video. I really do hope you guys like and subscribe. It really helps me a ton. And if you haven't already, check me out on Twitch at Mula_uwu. And that's about it. That wraps up this video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.